Anyone in the jail? I'm asking you to unmute and I'm asking you to start the video. There we go. Thank you.
There you go.
We will go on the record in the matter 22 CM 123, 22 CM 124, State of Wisconsin versus Jolene Brask. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. We have Ms. Brask, who's appearing by video conferencing in custody in Burnett County Jail. We're set for a return on warrant initial appearance in both of these cases. Warrants are quashed. These cases are from 2022. And they stem from when Ms. Brask's mother was in BMC and the facility had a no contact with Ms. Brask. So that's where these stem from. Before we get too into it, Mr. Schmidt, and before we look on whether or not we need bail and bond and any of that, and if she's going to get an attorney, is there an offer that could be presented to Ms. Brask?
No, I'd have to look at the case more.
All right.
I would like to thank the two of you before we begin. Is that okay?
Sure.
You are like, I taught children for 20 years. I've used analogies, but you are like a starburst candy. You are a star in the courtroom, a star in the community, and you burst listening ears. You burst love, kindness, compassion. You burst a good conscience, and you listen to your conscience to be a star in as many situations as you can. So thank you for who you are, and I'm delighted to be here today.
Thank you, Ms. Brask. That was very warm and heartfelt, so thank you.
And Zachary's my judge?
No.
It says Zachary Fisher on the screen.
Oh, no, Zachary, he's an attorney for the public defender. He's just kind of hanging out.
Oh, good. He's listening to this?
Yes.
Okay, Zachary Fisher, thank you for who you are. I'm glad you're going to be my public defender because we're going to go fishing for some good things to happen in the lives of people. I taught children, first graders A to Z, and you and I are going to have a blast, and we're going to laugh a lot, and I'll predict my emotions. I'll say, Zachary, we're going to laugh now. Courtroom, we're going to laugh now on June 10th. And we're going to just have a wonderful time of laughing and crying together. To honor my mother, and honor my dad.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear about your mother's passing.
Yeah, but that's a wrong, what you told me is not correct. You said there's a no contact. That's how you word it.
It's no longer there. Mr. Fisher, I'm not sure if you want to take a public defender case. If you do, you're more than welcome. Ms. Brask,
I would like him to be my public defender.
Have you applied for the public defender's office to see if you qualify?
I know that I qualify. I've qualified in Minneapolis, St. Paul for I've qualified for mental health with other people in the Twin Cities.
You need to still make an application though. You still need to talk to them on the phone and see if you qualify. Mr. Schmidt, so
just a minute. Zachary, jot down my phone number. I'm very busy with appointments, but if you could call me sometime in the next week, the court date is
I'm
June
sure
10th.
we're going to address that a little bit. I just need to mute you for a second, okay? Muted. Mr. Schmidt, we need to discuss bail and or competency.
Well, I do observe in the original reports from 22 that the defendant made assertions about a cult, let me use the exact wording, about a cult in Burnett County violating the rules and laws of God. When I look on MCRO, I see that it appears she was committed in Hennepin County in January of this year. I'm looking to see if she still is.
Okay. I will have her get assistance or help with unmuting and then make sure that we have her correct address because I have Crystal, Minnesota. All right, Ms. Brask, if you can, there should be a button now that you can hit to unmute because we need you to answer a question and Mr. Fisher can't be involved at least at this stage. Use the mouse, use that mouse or Yeah, use the mouse to go click it. Is Sudi anywhere near you? Your CO? There you
There.
go.
When does the judge
I
appear?
have an address for you in Crystal, Minnesota. Is that correct?
That is correct. My
So
debit card
you-
was declined. I should have been out of here on Monday evening and I had 20 minutes till and I'd be out because if my debit card's declined to pay my bail. I have money to pay my
Okay.
bail.
All right, okay.
I want to get home as soon as possible.
And so you live on Florida Avenue North,
That is correct.
and is your telephone number 0570?
Yes, that is correct.
And now Mr. Schmidt said that you are receiving services and it may be
Yes,
entitled
correct.
a commitment in Hennepin County.
That is correct.
And so
I'm-
you are under that?
I'm currently under a 12-month Jarvis commitment until, I believe it's till January of next year. With
Yes, Mr.
Hennepin
Schmidt.
County.
I'm gonna move to dismiss both cases for the reasons being the victim in both is deceased. When I continue to look at MCRO, it seems consistent with what she's saying, and she's been committed 13 times since 2008. So,
Okay, sir,
All right.
sir.
So,
No, just
Mr.
listen. I should
Ms.
not be here. I should not be here. I did not violate the
Nope.
law.
And Ms. Brask, that's exactly what he's saying right now. He's dismissing the cases. He's asking me to say, you know what, I'm gonna grant him, both cases are dismissed, so you don't need to come up with bail. You get to be released, okay? And you get to go home.
I don't have to pay bail?
You don't have to pay bail. You get to go home, okay?
Why don't I have to pay the bail? 800 bucks
Because
I was
the-
gonna pay 2 days ago.
You don't have to worry about that. As of right now, the state, Mr. Schmidt is asking the court to dismiss these matters and grant that, so they'll go away. You don't have to worry about them anymore, okay?
Do I have to pay the bail on June 10th? When I have
You
my
don't have
court
to pay
hearing?
any bail, no bail ever. You don't even have to come back to court,
I
okay?
do wanna, I
We're
wanna
good.
be in court June 10th.
You don't
I
need
want-
to. These,
I will be there. I will be there
Okay.
June 10th. I will be there.
sounds great. We'll see you on June 10th. But
No,
you're
June
gonna be
11th.
released.
I'm sorry, June 11th.
June 11th sounds great too. You will be released as soon as we can get the minutes up to the jail, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
made my day. I thought I have a tree that needs to come down. Thank you.
Excellent. You're welcome. We are adjourned.
How do I get out?
Sudi will come get you. Your CO, she'll come get you, okay?
As a first grade teacher, I've never been in the self-contained classroom of a hearing and this kind of thing. This was the first time I've had one of these. I have attachment disorder, lack of bonding.
All right, this is. Did you say you're Byron or are you Brandon?
Byron,
Byron. But Mr. Fisher, can you hear me?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I have Mr. Benjamin. Wrong Benjamin.
I thought you said he's Byron.
Yeah, I heard Byron.
I thought Mr. Fisher told me he represents Byron. Maybe he represents.
He
What?
represents Brandon.
Okay, he does Brandon. Okay, Fisher. All right, so we'll do Byron first. We will go on the record in the matter 25 CM 76, State of Wisconsin versus Byron Benjamin. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Benjamin appears by video in custody in Burnett County Jail. We have his newly appointed counsel, Daniel Chapman, in person. We're set today in this matter for an initial appearance. First and foremost, I believe we can address it after the fact of bail because the charges do not mirror the alleged allegations that were presented in the probable cause statement. So bail is going to need to be addressed. Mr. Chapman, were you able to go over a criminal complaint with Mr. Benjamin?
I wasn't able to discuss the actual complaint with him, but he knew what the charges were going to be at that point, and we discussed the charges. I believe he's probably received one by now.
Mr. Benjamin, do you understand those two charges and those maximum penalties?
Yes,
Waive formal reading.
Have you received a copy of the complaint yet, Mr. Benjamin?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Judge, we will waive reading of the complaint.
Mr. Benjamin, are you still on Oshki Udina Street?
Yeah.
And can I get a telephone number when you're not in custody, please?
Yeah.
May we send you text message notifications of upcoming hearing dates?
Yeah.
All right, not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf. You are entitled to a jury trial. You would be entitled to a speedy trial should you request one. As to bond, Mr. Schmidt?
I don't have any objections to reducing it. I'd want conditions of AODA to remain on there. Alcohol was believed to be involved. I think the court set a high cash bond based on a PC that said substantial battery. The substantial battery was based on police contacts with an individual who was not cooperating with them and continues not to cooperate with the state to this day.
All right. So any idea or suggestion as to the cash that you're requesting?
I would suggest, I don't have a restitution number on the criminal damage, so
What was damaged? Because I didn't get that either. On the,
Looks like a gate fence board was broken out and possibly a windshield on a car.
yes.
all right. Mr. Chapman?
Judge, I just did a look on CCAP and I don't believe Mr. Benjamin has any prior criminal history. These are misdemeanor charges and he's now been in jail for over 2 weeks. I think a signature bond is appropriate at this point.
Mr. Benjamin, are you swearing and attesting to court that you're going to make all of your court appearances?
Yeah.
You're going to abide by the law and the conditions that the court sets to protect the community?
Yes.
$1,000 signature bond, same conditions. Next court date, Mr. Chapman, July 31st at 10:45. That is your status block date.
That's fine then.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more crazy court hearings like this one.